What is going on, guys? Rob here. Today we're at the park and we're doing one of my full calisthenics workouts. Something about just being at the park, being outside, it's such a good day. You just can't get this inside of a gym, especially sitting on the machines and just doing the same machines every time. This is a great way for you guys to follow along, see what one of my full workouts looks like. I'll even give you the beginner progressions that you can do. I'm going to walk you guys through everything that we're going to be doing today. And yeah, just hitting one of my full workouts. I'll show you the easier progression so that you guys can work out along with me and not leave you guys out. But also so you can see what is possible and what one of your workouts could look like later in the future. Or if some of you are probably at this level, you can do this workout with me today. As always, guys, it is so important to warm up and warm up properly. So I am doing simple mountain climbers as part of my warm-up routine. I will show you a couple other exercises you can do for time, and the whole purpose is to warm up key areas, get our heart rate up, get the blood flow moving, so that when we go into our harder exercises, we are ready and prepared to do those. But it is worth noting that there are a lot of different exercises that I like to do for my warm-up routine. I always do external rotations. I do these raises. I warm up my wrists really well. And then we do our cardio movements like mountain climbers and jumping jacks. As a quick warm-up routine, cannot stress to you guys how important it is to warm up properly. Don't make the mistake that I did several years ago of not warming up at all, not stretching, because this stuff will catch up to you guys. I know so many people, especially heavy lifters, that do this and they regret it, because later on in life they get stiff, they get injuries, it's harder to move, and now they're trying to catch back up, and it's a very, very hard thing to do, especially when you're overloading at such an advanced level. We are going to start with one arm assisted pull-ups. I went with a medium band today, and we are just gonna see how this feels. Okay, so to start, let's do this variation. I'm also gonna take my shoes off. The shoes really do be weighing you down, I promise. It is such, maybe it's just a mental thing. It is definitely a placebo, but I like to rock no shoes when I work out. You guys know this. Nothing new here.
Yeah. Unknown brain.
Okay, so this is my first set, guys. I'm gonna do 3 on each arm, see how it feels, and then adjust from there. That one felt just challenging enough. I probably could have pushed for 1 or 2 more, but the goal on my first set is not to go crazy hard. This is a harder exercise, and even though when you warm up properly, it's still good to do some warm-up sets of your first exercise. So that's what we're about to do on this one. 2, 3. Woo! As you guys can tell, left one a little bit harder. So I'm glad we stopped at 3, right? That way we can match, not develop any muscle imbalances. All right, guys, so if you're a beginner trying to learn calisthenics, then you're going to focus on regular pull-ups or chin-ups. If those are too hard, then we're going to use the band and do band-assisted pull-ups and chin-ups. If you're a super beginner, take a band of medium to heavy assistance, step in with both feet, and then perform.
I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
Now, usually I like to alternate my push and pull movements, so that's what we're doing for set number 2. We're gonna be doing an archer dip variation. This is one that I don't think anybody else really uses that much, but it's a calisthenics exercise that I personally love for myself. So I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like close in. Brutal. Guys, archer dips is one that most people do not do. This is a very hard exercise, and I like to personally use dips in my exercise, but I need to make them a little bit harder without weight. This is how I do it. Most people aren't going to be able to do archer dips, so instead we're just going to focus on regular dips. If you're a beginner or a little bit past beginner exercise, you should start to learn dips. I'm going to focus on coming down, breaking 90, and then pushing back and locking out at the top. For dips, have a slight chest lean forward to target more of your lower chest, and really focus on the squeeze as you do these reps. My true beginners, I want you to focus on bench dips to get you started. Same concept, going all the way down, a little bit past 90, and then back up. For this one, I like to keep my hands flat against the edge of the surface that I'm doing these on. Shoot for anywhere from 12 to 15 reps. All right, guys, now for this next exercise, we're going to be absolutely blasting our core here with some dragon flags. I'm going to show you guys full dragon flags. I'm going to be doing full raises, as many as I can. We did pull, we did push. Now we're hitting our core, blasting our core midway through, and I'll show you guys the different beginner progressions as well. Make sure we set up properly. So I'm going to move this down a little as my pad. What actually happens is you dig your upper back into the bench like this, and then to start, hold your object. I like to keep my elbows usually tucked in. So we got 5 good ones. I do want to go over some key points with the dragon flag for you guys. It's really important to try to keep strict form. You don't want to break. You want to make sure that your core is active. You don't want to be arching your back. Try to keep a neutral spine throughout the movement. If full dragon flags are too hard, you guys can try one of the easier progressions. So I will show you that here. If we were to do a tuck here and lower and back up. You can keep your knees tucked to your chest, but you're almost going to be wrapping, so you have to come out a little bit, keep that core tight, and pull back up. Beginner dragon flag progression still might be a little challenging, so instead what we're going to focus on is hanging knee raises or hanging leg raises, whatever level you're at here, and just raise up, keeping that core tight and active throughout. And then same thing with our leg raises. And that will absolutely blast your core, especially at a beginner level. I'm going with a wider grip. We're going to be doing these stability push-ups. Now you can actually do these with rings, a tightrope like this, any type of suspension, or even a medicine ball to alter the stability of the exercise. It's going to be forcing your accessory muscles and your stabilizing muscles to activate the whole time, making the exercise that much more challenging. So I'm going to go with an underhand grip on these, a wider grip, and I'm going to be focusing on doing a good set of 10 to 12 push-ups. Now, not everybody is going to be able to do this exercise. So for my beginners, you're going to focus on doing regular push-ups or incline push-ups. For incline push-ups, simply find an incline that matches your skill level and perform your push-ups in the same rep range. Focus on squeezing with your chest at the top and the bottom of the movement to get the most out of it.
Is there a saving grace? 'Cause it's getting hard.